God. Overwatch is one of those games though that like most people think they know what they're talking about. Like truly.
Oh yeah.
And there's even GM players that think they know what they're talking about and they literally don't have a fucking clue. You know? So it's like I'm not taking any shots, but there's even content creators who give really takes that I go, what in the world are you talking about? You know? And it's a hard question. Who do you listen to? You know, do you listen to people that have like a track record of being right? Or do you listen to like, you know what I mean? Like, where do you go for your input from people? You know? And it's like, from a dev's perspective, right? Like some of us have more Overwatch experience than even they do because a lot of them are new from Overwatch too. So it's like for us, it's really frustrating because you can go, I have been around this game longer than you have. And it's like, not because it's like an ego thing, but it's just the truth. But who do they listen to? Who do you turn to that have all of these like years of experience? Because they all have their own perceptions of things. It's like who do you cater towards? Who do you try to move content towards? I honestly don't even know at this point. But without it any direction, it kind of sucks because everyone's trying to be catered to in some way, and they're trying to make everybody happy in a lot of ways, and it just kind of won't ever happen. And I can't tell you how many times I've seen in YouTube comments, TikTok comments, whatever. It's like, Overwatch 1 didn't do well because they catered to all the pro players. That's well, if you ask them, they're gonna go, what the fuck are you talking about? That was actually the opposite. And it's like, because they think Moira's OP. You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't know. A new player is just always kind of fucked, like trying to catch up, you know? Like, you're almost, unless you literally sit down and grind Overwatch for 8 hours a day, every single day for at least a year, I really don't see you coming in and being able to pick up this game like right out of the gate and do well. Unless you were like a former pro player in another game and like you have a lot of those like very healthy foundational tools of how to play a game, like it's gonna be impossible. So I think as Overwatch gets older and older, it almost becomes like League. I've never played League. So what Faria was saying earlier, League looks very interesting to me from like their Netflix stuff, like from their lore, their LCS, like the tournament, like their LCS, the major, like the big one. Like you see like the concert, like what are they gonna have, like Ariana Grande this year? Like I don't know. They always have some like A-list celebrity going crazy, like top of the line. It's like almost better than like the NBA finals. But to me, I've never played League of Legends. I look at that game and go, I have no clue what I'm looking at. And like, if I even touched that game, my small little brain, my Overwatch brain would probably melt. And I think we're getting to that point where Overwatch, where we're almost going to be too far ahead for new players to want to really play. So like, do you now look towards the older players because they're actually your dedicated base? I don't know anymore, you know? So I don't know. I have a lot of mixed feelings and opinions on this whole thing. None of them are coherent and, you know, at one spot. So I don't know what I'm saying anymore.